Alright, Chooms, of all 3 parts, this one deserves a major disclaimer in the beginning.
So listen up.
Because it will help you decide just how much farther you want to go. First, you guys need to understand my perspective. We all know, since none of you are on your first playthrough, that this game is massive with a ton of things involved. Other than the mod for New Game Plus, there are no legit corners to cut and magically be at level 60, and everything else maxed out, leaving 90% or more of the game left to play. I really wish this video was as simple as saying, okay, farm the Pacifica and Valentino routes for 15 hours, but it's not. I also need to understand your perspective on doing this tutorial. You made it this far, but does the idea of 15 hours of farming seem daunting? Obviously, I don't expect anyone to do all of that in one sitting. I didn't. But if that much farming feels like too much, I get it. I really do. So it makes sense some of you are doing this tutorial will not go the full 15 hours of the farming, since I said I would teach until the 25-hour mark. So I need to address stopping points. I absolutely maximized efficiency for all this farming. It isn't just do each route 20 times and you're done. There are things you need to do to switch up, like perks and ripper visits and more along the way. Because Part 3's task is seemingly so big and complicated, I'm going to break it down into segments which will have suggested stopping points. As with the other 2 parts, I will have timestamps, and I feel this video those timestamps will be far more valuable. Notably the part when we switch difficulty to very hard. Take a break from the farming and go and do 3 specific yellow marker side quests that will give you 1 to 2 levels up for free fairly quick, 3 free perk shards, and an iconic weapon. I'm also going to talk about re-rolling stats along the way for your Cyberware so you can prepare for your different playstyles later. Examples of that being Cyberware replacements that instead of having melee damage as the stat modifier focus, they have reload speed, or grenade recharge speed, or weapon handling, or headshot damage multiplier, etc. All that being said, this is how this video is going to go. I'm first going to list the remaining attribute levels with their perk points, then future Cyberware to get along the way. Then I will take a bit longer to describe the farming that is not just XP, but farming weapons for money or disassembling. Recall, I said you will have over 2 million eddies and over 1,000 upgrade components of each tier if you go all the way to the 25-hour mark. I will show my 25-hour mark and then show how much longer of farming I did to reach actual level 60, which is the last thing to do. However, all skill progressions at 60 and Cyberware at tier 5++ will likely be the biggest concern for you guys. So farming to 25 hours isn't completely necessary. Full transparency, you can stop at level 30, which is roughly 5 hours of farming, and handle any of the missions this game has just fine and level up everything else as you play. So keep that option in mind. Lastly, I will talk about the special save at the end and conclude this tutorial as a whole. Let's get this thing started. Okay, perks and attributes. Note, our focus for farming is to kill faster. There will be times you will have a couple of perk points saved. That's fine. For the most part, we want the Sandy we have now to last longer and charge faster until we get Falcon at level 30. And also to do more damage with Adrenaline Rush coupled with other stats. Pay attention to this timestamp. While farming and the farther you get, you will come back to this. I have to note about this on-screen stuff right now. At some point, you may run out of perk points to use. That's also fine. When you get them, come back to this timestamp and apply them where they need to go.
In my head, I'm not your machine, not your to control. 'Cause it makes me feel better. There are more of me where I'm plugged but not alone. 'Cause it makes me feel
Cyberware. For the most part, you guys were told which ones to get in part 1 and 2, and then you figured out the others. Since farming is the remaining task, we want to fill up all the Cyberware slots. Some choices are useless other than their low Cyberware capacity space, but our main goal now is the stat modifiers. Our priority is still melee damage due to us using melee weapons, but headshot damage multiplier and the other 2 I've talked about are also good to have. The last slot in the integumentary system you can use for another armor or cheap thing for its stat modifiers as well when you have room for it. I will go over the imprint and the hand slot later, and notice that the stat modifiers increase when you upgrade to the next tier. I will now list on screen the needed cyberware. All others you can either match my screen or use whatever else you want. Before going over farming, we need to get to the start points. We just finished the heist and all the gonky baloney after it, and we are back in V's apartment. You're going to be bombarded with calls and texts and a bunch of other nonsense over the next few minutes. Just ignore all of it. We need to leave Watson now that it's no longer on lockdown, which is a pretty funny decision if you think about it, because the mayor was just killed and the head of a megacorp. But yeah, let's allow freedom of travel. Anyway, loot your apartment first, drop off your iconics in the stash for more room, and then Delta. You don't need to do the list of things in the apartment. First stop is visiting the boxing knife vendor guy at Coach to see if he has that green airstrike mod. If he does, buy it. If not, whatever. Feel free to buy others you know you want, like KO or Barbarian. Consumables and weapon mods do not take up any room. We are still selling and disassembling all gun-related things for quite a while, but blunt weapons and blade mods you will use. Then hop in the elevator and get to the ground level.
Hello, I'm Arif Iqbal with WNS News. Today is a sad one in our city's history. Mayor Lucius Rhine has passed away. We learned
City Center.
Pete.
Yeah, I know. Heard about you. Hot stuff. Need anything, you call me. Remember, Dino knows everybody.
We're gonna... This. Already? Sure got that ear to the ground.
Siempre. Anyway, you need something. You know where to find me. Together, only right to say hello. They call me El Capitan, and they call you me.
See, no introductions necessary. I already took care of that.
Someone comes to me with biz, I take care of it. I eat, sleep, and breathe biz. Remember that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
While we're at it, you need fresh wheels, bikes. I got it all.
The name is Hands, Mr. Hands. If you're looking for work in Pacifica, I'm the man to call.
I'm V. No, nice to meet you.
All right. How very nice to meet you. If you have business, you know my number.
Hey, think your sister will give me another chance? Big fucking help you are.
Both of these routes are daytime, so switch to noon each time after fast traveling to their start points. Now let's go over the skill progressions before we get into the farming. You should be pretty close to these levels. From now on, Headhunter and Engineer will finish on their own. Keep using flashes for a while, but all the disassembling and component upgrading and cyberware upgrading you will do from now on will level up Engineer just fine, along with using Sandevistan, and even more so when we get Falcon at level 30. We will be heavily focusing on Shinobi and Solo for a while. First, we want to get Solo to 35 for that perk shard. After that is where the freedom of choice comes in. For the two farm routes, I strongly suggest to throw on some music that keeps you going. I found the in-game radio cuts out a lot, so I put on music in the background. Get zoned out doing this, it'll help the time fly by. After doing each route about 3 times or so, you should start to memorize them, get faster at them, throw in some flair and make it fun. This will help alleviate the feeling of needing to do the same task over and over from being boring. Now the farming choices. Switch this up often, do one full route of just blunt weapons, one full route of blade weapons. Both routes have multiple sections of groups of enemies. Kill one group with your blade, then the next group with your blunt weapon, etc. Similarly, now is the time to start stacking eddies and components. Do one full route of just selling everything and another full route of disassembling everything. Once you start seeing higher tier things, switch up and do what I do and only sell white and green, which is tier 1 and 2 weapons and the attachments. Then disassemble blue and purple, and the same with orange when it shows up. These will be your choices to do, but they are helpful guidelines.
What can you get?
So re-engage with the Ripper, take something off, and immediately put it back on. This activates you getting out of the chair, which activates an autosave. Then hit escape, go into settings, change your gameplay to very hard if you want to do so. When you hit apply, this respawns you back into coming out of the chair. Then check in the settings again to make sure that it works. First thing we're going to do is get the Guts iconic shotgun and then a free perk shard right next to it.
Hey, chill!
So this box right here, in other playthroughs, this was the Gash anti-personnel grenade. The only reason I think it is the flashbang right now is because I came later in a different playthrough. Either way, you still loot this area, and we're almost done with downtown. Okay, this area, if you are Street Kid, use the Street Kid options. I don't know if Nomad or Corpo have options. If you do not have them, then you have to kill the cops and then finish the dialogue there.
Fuck you looking at? Nothing to see here. Move along. Nothing.
What can I get for you? Everyone listen up! Listen up!
Somebody likes. Can't believe.
For you.
The Crystal Palace. Feel alive in the dead of space.
Someone's coming.
I'm not blind. Shut your mouth.
Hey, you. Hear that? What's in the briefcase?
What?
What? This piece of junk? Give it. Said where? Muscles aren't stiff yet. Take a couple of hours, tops. Won't be needing this anymore. Well, I'll be damned.
So, because I blew up my damn bike this time, I can't call it in. I have to steal a car and then drive over to this last area of this side quest. This last side quest gets you a little bit more level XP and a couple bad guys to kill and a painting to sell for $8,000.
Looks like we got company.
Okay, when talking to Johnny right here, behind Johnny is the main road. To the left, there's a fast travel. Go to that. How you get to this next area is totally up to you, but I'm gonna mark the location. It's where you and River go and rescue his nephew. Just up the road from it, there's a free perk shard. On my way there, I stopped and this drop point so I could sell that piece of artwork we just got. It is $8,000 and it's right here in the purple section.
Come with me.
Name's V. Thanks for the intel.
Things flow differently out here. Keep your head on the city, kid.
Okay, so go up to the road right here and pull up your map. This is a fast travel. This is another free perk shard. Fast travel. Free perk shard. Let's go get the free perk shard. Okay, remember, everybody's on very hard now and there's a few skull enemies. You can just stand Eviston and go steal the free perk shard and come back. But why do that when you can kill everyone? This area's got a shit ton of loot, so loot the shit out of it, and then head on back to the fast travel for the next few tips. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is visit Wakako. We're going to go get that Dermal Imprint. So go to this fast travel. We're going to cross this bridge and go visit Wakako. Now, if I was ever to be asked what is one biggest tip you could give is re-rolling stats for stat modifiers, and this Dermal Imprint is where it's at. 0 cyberware capacity. You can re-roll the stats on these things because you can save 100 of them. They take up no space, owning a lot of cyberware. And it's frickin' free. Each level you go up or wait 24 hours, go back to visit the Tattoo Ripper, and he's got another one. Level that thing up. How do you think I got my world record for killing Maxac in 2 physical attacks? 1 punch, 1 bat swing, all 4 dead. It's from re-rolling stats. The stat modifiers is where it's at. Guys, can you imagine, late game, you go to the Dogtown and get the relic upgrade for the arm rocket thingamajig, and then you have all of your cyberware stat modifiers for plus grenade recharge speed. You can get one of them at 7%. You're basically shooting rockets constantly, dude. I'm telling you, stat modifiers is where it's at. And this free Dermal Imprint is what you want. So on this playthrough, I've already gone to go get it. But ignore this stupid jumpy uppy, fail. Go through this stupid area, stay on the ground because I'm an idiot. Trying to be cheeky and go around, but there's this invisible pinkish purple glass and that dude's laughing at me being stupid. Yep. Up these here steps, don't turn right. Nope, it's not that way, it's this way. Jig Jig Street. Now there's chicks on the street, guys. Don't get distracted.
Something that'll keep you hard for hours.
No, you don't. Don't even talk to her. Don't even look at her. Shit, she's looking at me.
Hey,
no, don't get distracted.
Tonight?
Don't get distracted.
Well,
No. Okay. Go in, talk to Wakako. She'll tell you about the Dermal Imprint. Go visit the Ripper.
Hello. You wanted to talk?
No, because you and I already talked. So leave here again. Put your blinders on. Don't get distracted. No. Stop being distracted. Stay focused. Focus. Go to the fast travel right here. Remember Ripper number 1 from the Northside Farming? That's who has it. Okay, so the whole point of showing you this is future preparation. You're gonna come to this dude, and look, I've already got one that has melee damage. But look, another one! And it's free and takes no cyberware space, and it gives you access to smart weapons. I'm saying this now because take a break. Every time you go up a level to 31 next, come back here, and he's got another one. Come back here frequently, re-roll these, stack them, save them. Remember, at the very end, you're gonna save a special save to come back to so you can try a different playstyle. I wanna do just pistols or SMGs or shotguns. I'm gonna really want headshot damage multipliers. We've already got one that has 6 or 7% headshot damage multiplier, or reload speed, or grenade recharge speed, or for net runners, quick hack damage, etc., etc. Stack these. They're free. They don't take up any space in your inventory. Now we're going to go back to the apartment and talk about the cat and the iguana egg. Okay, so right here is where the egg goes. I have the egg. I don't know what you have to do to trigger it because this is my male V playthrough, and my female V, there was the plate there to put the egg down. I don't know why. The cat is back here. I suspect I don't have the cat food right now, is why the cat doesn't trigger, but my female V also has the cat and the iguana egg already cooking. So anyway, now we're done with that. Let's go visit the knife vendor coach. This is the fastest, easiest way over there. And then get the green airstrike mod. As I told you, keep collecting these. When you get to tier 5 weapons, put these on them. Especially if you can get a tier 5 plus or plus razor with 2 mod slots, favorite that bad boy and never get rid of it. If you have 2 tier 5 airstrike mods on that.
Hey, is there something I can do for you? Because I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, anyway, when you put those 2 tier 5 mods on a tier 5 plus razor, that basically makes your leap attacks one-shot kills for almost anyone, including almost all skull enemies. It's dope. Even doper is it shreds max stack. Pop Sandy with the second they land on the ground, do a couple strong leap attacks from far away, and slice them up dead before their craft even leaves. So fun. Either ho, all right, all the special tricks or tips are done. For those of you who don't want to farm anymore, this is a great stopping point. For those of you who do want to continue farming, get back to it right now. I've only got a few things left to go over, and we're done with the tutorial as a total. Right now, I want to show you, you're on very hard, so some enemies take a few attacks to kill. If finisher is an option, press little jump, just a single jump, then hit finisher button. That avoids the animation. Otherwise, you're going to be locked into the animation, and that is not speed leveling efficient. Small jump, hit the finisher button. Let's farm. Final tips. Somewhere around 18 hours, your skill progressions should look like this. To get here, let's re-clarify text on screen I did a while ago. When Shinobi gets to level 50, do it only until it is at level 60. Don't switch to your blunt weapon at all. Jump, dash, slide with your blade weapon attacks until Shinobi is at 60. Next will be blunt weapon like bat or crowbar until solo is 55. After that, it will weirdly finish on its own. With Shinobi finished, solo at 55, we are going to do monowire until we are done. Whip at head level. It's great for groups, and with Sandy on, you're finishing headhunter and engineer, all while focusing on net running. Now the final farming tips, and they are excellent. The Pacifica route you've been doing was to maximize the amount of enemies you came across, and it is a decent sized route for the Shinobi movement XP. Now that Shinobi is done, and you were doing monowire kills from now on, I will present to you the best route, period, in this game. This small section of Pacifica is basically a circle, and all enemies respawn when you get back to them. Pretty much a 4-minute loop of infinite enemies to farm, with basically 5-second travel gaps between each group of enemies. I will show you on screen this exact route after this final tip. Once you get to level 40, you now have unlocked Apogee Sandevistan. Using it instead of Falcon, I will now show you why this is the best option for the remaining farming. And before doing that, I want to add this is the stopping point number 2, level 40. For those of you who don't want to farm anymore, you should have sufficient everything else at this point. Alright, Apogee farm kills with monowire go like this. Post up on a group of gonks, swipe at them once to make them pull out their weapon and face you. Then pop Sandy and kill them. Before, not all enemies dropped a physical gun. Now they do every single time. With all these quick kill noises and looting pickup clicks, it's a satisfying auditory experience like vacuuming up sand and carpet. Here are some more examples. Keep watching. Another quick tip, you want to do health before every group you attack. It guarantees you have adrenaline rush, which is 10% damage increase.
Ville on est des sauvages, la pluie en crée des orages. Je fais qu'on fait le flip, on se cache dans le fourrage. Des miroirs, un mirage, pistolet, pirate. Ta pute, elle me gosse, tire le nuage. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fouille ta maison, cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Dans tes cauchemars, sont tes péchés. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fouille ta maison, cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Matamos por la noche cuando nos ve el consciente. Llegamos a la batalla, todo el mundo salvaje. La nena bailando por la música no pare. Llegamos a la batalla, una cepa de animales. Ram, pam, pam, mano arriba everybody. Llegamos a la batalla, todo el mundo salvaje. La nena bailando por la música no pare. Llegamos a la batalla, todas las nenas camuflaje. Con la gente para atrás. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fui ta maison cuando era ausente. Silence, algo de mente. Dans tes cauchemars, sont tes péchés. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fui ta maison cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Pasamos por la noche cuando nos ve el consciente. Copa de veneno. It ain't never hurt nobody. Bendecido de primero. Just wanna feel something. Una copa de veneno. I can hear the whispers talking. Moriremos todos solteros. It be creeping on me. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fui ta maison cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Dans tes cauchemars, sont tes péchés. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fui ta maison cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Matamos por la noche cuando nos ve el consciente. En la oscuridad, nunca sabes lo que va a pasar. Si juegas con fuego te vas a quemar. Tú que puedes ceniza, nadie es inmortal. En la oscuridad, si escapas del bosque te van a buscar. Los lobos esperando y listos para cazar. Y si te encuentran en el camino te van a matar. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fui ta maison cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Dans tes cauchemars, sont tes péchés. C'est un serpent, una serpiente. Fui ta maison cuando era ausente. Tu en silence, algo de mente. Pasamos por la noche cuando nos ve el consciente.
Tall boy, I'm a tall boy. Yeah. Vamos a la fiesta, yo quiero rumbear. Yo puedo enseñarte, ya sé cómo bailar. Los pasos son posibles si quieres intentar. El ritmo es Pokaż mi w końcu coś, czego nie zobaczę w snach. Potraktuj mnie jak ktoś, kto już nie chce dla mnie zła. Pomóż, kiedy zabraknie mi już ich i może nauczysz mnie jak żyć. Pokaż mi w końcu coś, czego nie zobaczę w snach. Potraktuj mnie jak ktoś, kto już nie chce dla mnie zła. Pomóż, kiedy zabraknie mi już ich i może nauczysz mnie jak żyć. Ja będę sztucznym sercem i będę dla ciebie zawsze bić. Będę kostką lodu, kiedy ty będziesz tą Hennessy. Ja poranną kawą, kiedy ty będziesz nogami. Będzie zaraz za mną, jeśli coś się odpierdoli ty. Wiesz co zawsze zrobić, żeby znów zadziałać na mnie. Znasz mnie jak nikt wcześniej i to pierwszy raz naprawdę. Zaraz mnie odpalasz, kiedy tylko mała gasnę. Każdy mały problem ty traktujesz na poważnie. Ja postaram się spełnić. Pokaż mi w końcu coś, czego nie zobaczę w snach. Potraktuj mnie jak ktoś, kto już nie chce dla mnie zła. Pomóż, kiedy zabraknie mi już ich i może nauczysz mnie jak żyć. Ja będę sztucznym sercem i będę dla ciebie zawsze bić. Będę kostką lodu, kiedy ty będziesz tą Hennessy. Ja poranną kawą, kiedy ty będziesz nogami. Będzie zaraz za mną, jeśli coś się odpierdoli ty. Też nie miałaś łatwo, pocałuję twoje blizny. Zapomnisz o traumach, które w sobie nosiliśmy. Tak wyglądasz dobrze, już nie szukaj siebie w innym. Kiedy cię obudzę, tylko ty pozwalasz stać. Pożyjemy w euforii i tylko tobie mogę pokazać prawdziwą twarz. Ty powiedz, co chcesz zrobić. Z tobą mogę ułożyć w życiu całkiem nowy plan. Pokaż mi w końcu coś, czego nie zobaczę w snach. Potraktuj mnie jak ktoś, kto już nie chce dla mnie zła. Pomóż, kiedy zabraknie mi już ich i może nauczysz mnie jak żyć. Pokaż mi w końcu coś, czego nie zobaczę w snach. Potraktuj mnie jak ktoś, kto już nie chce dla mnie zła. Pomóż, kiedy zabraknie mi już ich i może nauczysz mnie jak żyć. Pokaż mi w końcu coś, czego nie zobaczę w snach. Potraktuj mnie jak ktoś, kto już nie chce dla mnie zła. Pomóż, kiedy zabraknie mi już ich i może nauczysz mnie jak żyć.
Okay, the special save. I like to make the thumbnail obvious. Notice my save prior to this one is me looking at the sun through the haboob. For this final special save, I'm going to look at this building and remember that. Once it is saved, close the game and go to the desktop and open File Explorer. Now open a second tab on top. The path should be your C drive or the drive you have Windows installed on. Click Users, then the profile you are using, find Saved Games, then click CD Projekt Red, and finally Cyberpunk 2077. Have both windows at the top on the same page. After confirming that, make one of them up one level of folder. The folder you want to copy is the most recent manual save. Compare it to the time you saved it and what time you currently have. If they match or are super close, then that is the folder you want to copy. Go to the other page, paste it, and bam! If you'd like, retitle this so you know what it is. Now you have that special save copied one folder up instead of putting it somewhere else and forgetting where you put it. When you keep playing from that save, make a new one to play off of. This backup I just showed you is in case you accidentally save over that one and you do want to go back to it. After confirming it is there, you are good to go. When they drop patch 2.31 or a DLC or you just want to do another play, launch this save. This was a worked for New Game Plus for you. Obviously the New Game Plus mod would be ridiculously faster, but I have moral qualms against mods, so it's this instead. Now load that save and play how you want. Want to try a throwing knife build, a shotgun build, a submachine gun and assault rifle build, a net running build, a sniper build, a pistol build? Load that save, reset the attributes, and do what you want to do. You've already got the components and money to start out very well and a whole ass game to play it with. From the Choom who taught you how to kill max stack in 2 physical attacks, thank you for speed leveling with your gong.
Yucky Bubbles.
makes me feel. Hold up. Record scratch. I almost forgot I was going to hook you chooms up with another chooms video. Here's a link to a video where all the free perk shards are. Alright now, go get it. Later chooms.